Hey, this is Chris Lawson along with Ryan Eisma, automation engineers here at Zenergy Technologies. In this video, we're going to talk about XPath. Sometimes you have locator strategies that does not work the way you want to. You can't always identify things by name or ID, and sometimes you have to use XPath. And I know that there's a lot of debate whether or not you should use XPath or not, or other locator strategies. And so in this video, we're going to talk about some techniques that we use here at Zenergy to make your XPath less brittle when you have to work with them. Ryan, can you show us a little bit about how we can do that?
Yeah, Chris. All right, so what I did was I pulled an XPath off of our homepage, zenergytechnologies.com. And if you get the XPath from the browser when you're inspecting your element, you get this absolute path that starts at the top of the page and narrows down all the way to the element. The problem with that is you're dealing with a hierarchy structure, and that structure might not always be the same. We could add an element to the page, or we could move where that element is located, and that path is going to change and our tests are going to fail. So what I did was I copied the tag for that element. We have an anchor tag followed by a couple selectors and the text that is actually showing on that page. All right, so if we were trying to get that element with Selenium through XPath, we want to utilize a couple things. First, we want to make the selector as unique as possible. When looking at it, the most unique part that I can see here is the title attribute of the element. So what we're going to do to get a relative path to that element is we're going to use a wildcard, and that's with this asterisk symbol here. We're going to do 2 slashes, the asterisk, and then we're going to open up a set of brackets, and then we're going to use the @ symbol, and then whatever attribute we're trying to select, and then what that attribute actually contains, and then close our brackets. That's a very simple way to get to an XPath there. Now, however, that title element might not be the same. We might have more title elements that have Selenium automation in them. So maybe we want to pair 2 things together. So we can pair multiple selectors, and here we don't really have anything other than the reference of the web page that it's going to. But we do have text on the page. So say we can only rely on the word Selenium being in there. XPath provides us numerous functions in which we can call to just a portion of that text. We can use a starts with and ends with, or in this example, we can use a contains, and then the text function, and then part of the text that we're actually trying to get. So we could have used any of these words if any of these words are unique to that element. The final XPath that I want to show everyone here is using a descendant function. Now, XPath provides a sibling, a descendant, an ancestor, and numerous other functions that rely to relationships on the page. So if we're using our title attribute here, but we're trying to get something that's below it in the hierarchy of the page, we're going to use the descendant. This is our tag item for the element that we're trying to go to, another attribute, in this case we used a class attribute, and then the name of whatever class we're trying to get to. And that's a way that you can pair 2 selectors together to get a unique locator for your elements.
So there's a couple of good ideas for you to take back and look at ways that you can make your XPath less brittle and a little bit more effective. To see more videos like this, drop us a line, and we'll be glad to take a look at and do more of these in the future. Thanks for watching.